Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time here, karibu sana. We love to have you here. I love to have you here. It is a good place filled with fun, love, positivity, if I dare to say so myself. But stick around and find out for yourself, right? Doesn't hurt. My name is Mwikali Maluli. I just try to either entertain, inform, or just talk. Let's start with the basics. As always, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. There is a red button right over here. Please hit it. If it says subscribed, perfect. Just pause the video, go check if you have subscribed, please. All right. You can like this video, leave a comment down below, share with your friends, and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified every other time I upload a video. You get a ping. So as the title of the video suggests, it's me and my questions again. It's just so easy for me to do this, and I'm not gonna lie that I am like at 100 with the content creation space. So anything that I find that is fun and I think you are gonna like, because I think the most watched videos are the ones that I'm answering questions, I think. Yeah, more than the ones I'm trying to inform you on whatever. So yeah, we are answering questions today. Today's questions are inclined towards dating. All right, no, they're not invading my dating life per se, but they are kind of giving snippets, all right, of who Miriam is in the dating space. Yeah, so let's get right into the video. First question is, do you believe in love at first sight? I don't believe in love at first sight yet, because it hasn't happened to me. It hasn't happened to anyone that I know around me, close to me. So yeah, I do not believe in love at first sight yet. I think it's there outside probably, but I don't believe that it happens. This is because I think there are so many layers to someone that you'd have to know. Of course, at first sight means that that person is a 10 for you physically. That's just physical. Then what? You find out that he doesn't shower every day. No, I don't believe in love at first sight. Infatuation at first sight, crush at first sight, love at first sight, not quite. What was your first kiss like? Very touchy, very intimate, it was a great first kiss. What was your best kiss like? To be quite honest, I don't know how I can rank my kisses, so I don't think I can pinpoint a best kiss. For me, the best kiss would be, those ones where you like this person, the person, forgive my watching movies, but you see how you like this person likes you, you have never tried to initiate anything, but there is a lot of tension between the both of you guys, and then it happens because there was that. Yeah, I've never kissed someone in that setup. What's your idea of a perfect date? My idea of a perfect date is reserve a place. Tell me you're picking me up at this time. Tell me what the setup is like. I really hate it when sometimes I go somewhere, I'm either dressed down or dressed up, but it's too much or too toned down for the place. So if I could know the entire setup, and then those things happen exactly the way that I've been told it happened, and then just have a surprise element, that's a perfect date to me. Do forgive me if there's a bit of a change in the setup. This went off, so I had to stand up. What are the 3 things you are looking for in a partner? 1, he has to believe in a higher being. I know there's a lot of be kind, morally upright, blah blah, but for me, just believing in a higher being, believing that there's something that controls, or someone that controls things from a higher level, is very important. Number 2, communication. You have to be a very good communicator. And I don't mean we can just talk. I mean we can even talk about intellectual stuff. We can unpack things that are important. We can have a conversation in an area that we don't agree on, and we don't exactly have to argue about it. It's just a conversation, So in short, someone that can see both sides of a coin, even if they don't believe in the other side of the coin. Then the third one would be someone who's trustworthy. Trust for me is very important. Of course, it comes with love, but yeah, if I can't trust you, I can't be in a relationship with you. So what makes you automatically swipe left in a partner? I'm not sure what swiping left is, so let me assume it means swiping left. Left means you don't like the person. I've never been in these apps, but if swiping left means that I don't like you, and that means it's just appearance, that would be, I don't know. I really don't know what physically about someone's face or body puts me off, but I think if you were shorter than me, then definitely. Have you ever experienced true love? Yes, I have experienced true love. Definitely have. If you had a conversation with your ex, what's a question you'd want to ask them? Was it worth it? Was it worth it losing all this? That's the question. What are the most frequently used emojis in text conversations? In my text conversation, the laughing, crying emoji, I use that everywhere. If I'm saying something rude and I want it to look light, I'm going to use it. If I'm not enjoying a conversation and I want the other person to think I'm enjoying the conversation, I'm going to use it. I use it a lot. The love heart emoji also quite use it a lot, and the blush emoji. Wildest thing you've ever done to get someone's attention? Really none. Maybe not talk to them. I don't think I have ever really been attention deprived, and if I was, it means I wasn't in the right place, and if I'm not in the right place, I always know it and I just get moving. So I don't think I've done something crazy. I'd hate to later remember that I've ever, but I know nothing comes to mind, honestly. I think if I had, I would definitely remember. What's your biggest fear when it comes to relationships? I really don't understand how two people who are so in love, end up breaking up in such a messy way. That part escapes me 100%. I just don't understand what happened. You know, I've broken up with people. Mine wasn't like we're fighting, we are bitter, you say these things to this person, you're just trying to ruin this person's life, you're trying to vunja what, and it escapes me how someone can get from this to this, and with how you missed all the signs that had the capacity or there was potential for something like that happening. It escapes me. I do not get it at all. Yeah, I think my biggest fear is that to happen. I love someone so much and then we end up in such a messed up. I don't mind the breaking up, it's fine, that's life, but the messy, ugly kind of breakup, that one. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done in front of someone you like? Farts? No, I never do that. I only do that when I am used to you, maybe when we are dating or something. I don't know. What's the most embarrassing? If I remember, I'm gonna go back to a question. I just can't think of one right now. Do you find first dates fun or stressful? Fun. If I find it stressful, I'm not gonna go for that date. I'm not. Where am I going for a stressful date? What's the point? No, I don't find them stressful. I understand stressful means like maybe the thought of, is this person gonna like me? Do I look good enough? Is my hair okay? Whatever. But I never have those. I really don't, unless I really, really like you. But if I really like you and I'm asking these questions to myself, then do you like me? Probably not. I never find them stressful. It's just a matter of we can work out, or we either work out, we don't work out. It's life, we move on. What's your favorite movie couple and why? The main couple in House of Cards for now. Right now, where the season I'm at, the husband is a vice president. I love how they are powerful and they are in love and they can maneuver things in like a mature way and still actually really love each other. Not that you're trying to stay in the relationship, not that you are surviving in the relationship. They are actually enjoying it at the point where I'm at right now. I've not watched the entire thing, so I'm just speaking about where I'm at right now. What's your favorite place to take a significant other? Bed. I'm kidding. Best place to take a significant other. I love the ocean, I think it's romantic. So yeah, I think any coastal destination, please, as long as I can afford it. Whose relationship do you admire and why? I have learned not to idolize relationships that seem perfect, because I really don't know whether the things that those people are tolerating inside their relationship I would tolerate. But there's a friend of mine, that one I feel like, all things considered, they have done really well. Someone, I've been there, I've seen it grow from scratch. So yeah, I do admire her relationship. She's never told me anything that was like so cringeworthy about the partner or the relationship that made me feel like, oh babe, I feel so bad for you. But again, as I said, there are things that people have to deal with. You're not inside the relationship, you don't. So I really do not idolize other people's relationships. When mine is thriving, that is a relationship I admire, because I know for sure all the nitty-gritties are tick. Yeah, I'm not gonna delve into other people's. What's your biggest turn on? Why do I don't know why I don't have these things top of my head. It's really embarrassing. From just the sight of a person, I said a beard. I love beards. When it comes to knowing the person, someone who listens, I fucking love it. Like, you know how you could just say something and you don't think someone took it in, and then somewhere you're just speaking and they randomly mention it. I'm like, ooh. What's your biggest turn off? Appearance. Let me tell you, I have flirted with a guy. Flirted for so long. I remember that time I was, I think, having exams, so I couldn't really find time to meet up. And when we met, this guy was, I don't know, that was something that was so off. Like, the lips were dry, cracked, the hair was, he was just he looked tired. And I understand, maybe it was just that one time, but God, I really can't. And bad breath, 100% turn off. My ex will tell you, anytime he had not brushed his teeth, I knew it, and I was like, babe, can you please go brush? I can't deal with bad breath. What's the worst thing about being single? The best thing about being single is that you're free to actually sample people. That you have the option to either engage someone who's hitting on you or not. When you're dating, you can't do that, and sometimes you can date someone for so long, and maybe sometimes you can foresee the end, or you don't foresee the end but you're gonna break up. But there are so many people that hit on you along the way, and maybe they were the right people for you. Maybe your soulmate just went away because you were dating, and you were dating the person that you were not gonna end up with. And of course, I'm answering in the setup of the dating world. I'm not looking at from a perspective of self-growth and whatever, which there are a lot of other things there, but I'm just gonna focus on this. What's the worst thing about being single? The worst thing about being single is that you don't have regular sex. Regular sex is out the door. The worst thing is that regular sex is out the door. Out the door. And of course, you can get regular sex if you're like fine with maybe having a friend with a benefit, or having casual sex with different people. Would you consider yourself a hopeless romantic? To a certain percentage, yes, I do consider myself a hopeless romantic, but I am a realistic hopeless romantic, if there's anything like that. Yeah, I don't dwell on things that I can see are not going anywhere. Not an entire hopeless romantic. What's the hardest part about being in a long-term relationship? The hardest part about being in a long-term relationship is you are gonna see things you're not uncomfortable with, and you're gonna have to have a conversation with yourself and figure out if that's something that you can deal with in the future. Because breaking up a long-term relationship over something that's really tiny, then really what was the point? So yeah, the hard part is making those hard decisions. I feel like people in long-term relationships should also be really careful, because you don't have to condone things just because you have been in that relationship for such a long time. This notion for Sijui, I'll have wasted time. Girl, you want to get married and then divorce in a year because you felt like you were wasting like 2-3 years? Please. If you were getting married, would you write your own vows? Definitely, I would write my own vows. It would be something very personalized. I don't want to say in sickness and in health until death do us part. I just want to say the things that I really feel strongly about you. I have felt strongly about that person. A vow, I feel like a vow is something that should come from within. I mean, even if I'm saying those traditional ones, then let me just say them from within. But you're reciting something for me to recite back at someone. I really don't believe in that. I want something personalized. This is where communication comes in. The other day I was joking with my friend saying I just can't imagine getting married to someone who can't just read to me proper vows without having to just read off somewhere. I'm just gonna be like, is it my wedding? Is it? Yeah, I'm such a petty person. That's a pet peeve. That's a pet peeve actually. What's your biggest regret when it comes to a past relationship specifically? I really don't think I have any. Regret is a wasted emotion. Does regret mean that I feel like if I'd done something differently we would have survived? I don't believe that. I really don't. I feel like if two people are meant to be together, they will be together. It's not a matter of what someone said or what someone did. If we broke up, it's because that was the best decision at that specific point in time. How do you get over a breakup? I just get over it. So I appreciate the good times we spend together, and I very intentionally remind myself why it was absolutely necessary for us to break up. Would you rather love and lose or not love at all? Love and lose over and over and over again. After a disagreement, do you initiate the makeup conversation or wait for your significant other? If I'm the one who wronged you, of course I will initiate the conversation and I will I'll just try to make amends. If he is the one who caused the disagreement, most of the times I will still be the one to start the argument, because I sometimes just feel like men are ignorant to some extent. Like he did something wrong, but in his head it's like it's not even wrong. I just don't understand it. Yeah, so I'll just, if he knows he's done something wrong, he has to start the conversation. I'm never gonna do it if it's something that is so black and white. But if it's something that offends me, but for him maybe it didn't seem like it was something wrong, I will start the conversation, but I will just ask a question, or I will just make a very simple statement and see whether he tries to explain or he just ignores it. And I try to initiate the makeup conversation if I am properly in that relationship. If it gets to a point where I'm not even worried, you just did your thing, I'm gonna wait whether you start the conversation or not, it means that I've signed out of that relationship. I've signed out. I'm just waiting for you to sign out as well, and then we can bid our goodbyes. How many people have you told I love you to in a romantic context? 2 people only. What's the silliest excuse you ever used to get out of a date? Why can't I think of these things top of my head? I really can't. If I don't want to go on a date with, just usually honest, at this point in time I can't. If I'm able to in the future, I will let you know. But I've never used a silly excuse to get out of a date. Have I? Can't think of it. I really can't. So yeah, that was it for today. Thank you so much for sticking around until this time. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed shooting it. And once again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Hit the subscribe button, like this video, share with your friends, and comment down below. Turn on the notification bell too, so that you get notified every other time I upload a video. Yeah, that has been lovely. Thank you so much for being here. Until now, I will see you in the next video.